Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nabilah binti Azizan.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Syakirah binti Suhaimi.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Asma binti Muhammad Fouzi.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Ainol Yaqin binti Muhammad Fadzil.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Nabilah. Now I would like to show you of our coding for online appointment system. So first of all, I would like to show you the coding of the main page, login main page. So the title is the main login. So the user who is visit our website will be able to log in into the system, and they can choose to log in as what. If the user is an admin, the user need to click on the button admin. Otherwise, the user need to click on button patient. So for the background, we design the background as we like according to the online appointment system, and the HTML style attribute is used to add an element such as color, size, and more. Later I will show you the interface of this login main page. Thank you.
Next, for login admin, the session will start. In the database, we only have one admin, and then first we have to check whether the user is already logged in, and if yes, we have to redirect the admin to the welcome page, and this is the coding, and the location is main.php, and we have to include configured file. Same goes with the login PHP. We have to define the variables. Then we have to process the form data when the data is submitted, and we have to check the username and also password whether it is empty or not. And then we have to check whether the password is valid uh, valid and seen in the database, so that they can log in into the system. So if their and if they enter the valid password, and they'll redirect to the main PHP. And then if password and the name is or user ID is not valid, the message will be appear. And also if the username is not exists, this message will be shown. And if something's like other than that occur, this message will be um, appear. And then we must have the close statement and close connection from database. This the design for the login page for admin. And then in this page, we have the coding for the admin to enter the user ID and also password. And then we have login button. After the admin enter the user ID and password, they have to click on the login button or back if they want to go back to the main page. Okay. If the admin successful to enter the system, this is the coding for the admin to add doctor in the system. So first we have to write the PHP code to insert data into my SQL database, and then get value from input text and number using the code. And then we have to connect my SQL database using my SQLi. And then we also have to write the coding for MySQL query to insert the data into the table, into the doctor table. And then if the result uh, the result is success or not success. And then we have to check if the MySQL query is successful. And then this is the coding for the page design. Okay, it's the same is design. Okay, okay. Then this is the coding for the page also. And we have logout button, view doctor, view patient, view booking, and view feedback button. And then okay, this is coding for us to create a new doctor. We have to insert the doctor ID, doctor name, doctor gender, phone number, email, department, and also the submit button. After we finish fill all the information about the doctor, and the coding is like this. Action is from the PHP and use method tools. Okay. Uh, okay. Now I will explain about the main admin.php. This is the main page for admin page, and then this coding will start with the initialize the session. Then we have to check whether the user is logged in or not. If it is successful to log in, we have to we have to direct into the page login.php. And then this is main page for main admin. So this is the coding for the page design. And then in this page, we have logout button, we have view doctor, view patient, view booking, and view feedback. We just have to click on the button to do some actions. And then after the admin login into the system, it will show the this message that is welcome to admin. And then that's all for main admin. Okay, now I will start. I will continue with view.php. Okay, first I will start the session if the user is successful to log in.
And then this is the coding for the page design. Okay, as you can see here, here's all the coding for the design page. Okay, from here, this is the start time function, and this is the variable. Use this to get the variable from the database, the data from the database, and then this is the checkpoint function, and it will add 0 in the front of number that less than 10. Okay, then this is the body of the coding, and it will unload the start time function, and here is the detail of the area type, and this is the name of the hotel, and it's of the hospital, and then this is logout button. Okay, this is the sidebar button, and then we will go to view doctor, and first this coding is for user to add a doctor in the database, and this is the coding for the user to search a doctor by enter the doctor ID. And then this coding is to include the computer file, and then okay, this coding is to select query execution. Okay, if the MySQL underscore query, and if there's data, so it will show the ID, name, gender, phone number, email, department, and section. So it will show in the table form. Okay, while the MySQL fetch array of the result, it will show the list of the doctor, and we can create and we can view, update, and delete the doctor information. Okay, first we can view, and it will direct us to the page read bd.php, and then for update it will direct the update bd.php, and for delete bd.php will delete the doctor information. And then if there is no result in the database or there is no data, it will show no report were found, and if the MySQL have an error, it will show the error message. And this is the coding for switch to the my function. So this is the variable, and it will get the elemented by ID, get elemented by ID, table, and it will have the looking. Coding is for switch code. Okay, next we go through for the view patient.php. So first we will start the file, and then the coding for the design of the page, and then we will go to step 1. Same goes like the view doctor, the variable for the PHP to get the data from the database, and then we'll add 0 in front of the number less than 10 for check my function. So first we will start the coding, and it is of the hospital, And then we have logout button, we have sidebar button, and then we also have view patient. Okay, in this view patient, first we will configure the file, and there is a coding for select queue execution, same goes like before. It will show you the details of the patient. It will show the user ID, patient name, age, phone number, email, and action. So this is the coding for the PHP to get to connect with the database to get the data. Okay. So this is the user ID, name, age, phone number, and email. We will get it from the database, and we can also view the we can view the patient information, and then we can delete the patient record using this coding. First, it will use the delete pp.php page, and for view the patient, it will use the read pp.php. And then if there is no records, it will show this. It will show no records were found at the page. And if the MySQL cannot have an error, so it will show this message. Okay, that's all for view patient. And okay, we will continue with the view booking. So first we will start the session with the SQL in admin.php. And as usual, this is the coding for the web design. Okay, and same as before, this is the start function. It will get the information from the database, and then this checkpoint function is to add 0 in the front of number that less than 10. Okay, first we will start time. So this is up hospital. Okay, then we have logout button, we have view doctor, view patient, view booking, and view ticket, and also menu button in the sidebar. Okay, for view button, we have search input. Yeah, we can search the ID. We can search the booking from the page, and first we have to include the configure file, that is config.php, and then we will select the queue execution. Okay, from this we have if the MySQL have a result, it will show the list of the booking or the appointment made by the patient. It will show the appointment ID, user ID, date, doctor name, department, time slot, and action. So, if the database have a data, so it will call all the data and it will show in the form of table. In the table form, it will bring the ID, the ID, date, name, department, and time. And you can also view and delete the data. If we view, we have to click the icon where there is to read bb.php, and also delete bb.php for us to for the user to delete the record for the for delete the record. Okay, and if there is no result, it will show a message that there is no record time, and if the connection of the MySQL is error, it will show the message that they could not able to execute the SQL. And then this is the function for to get into this is the search code. And lastly, we have the feedback.php. This will show us the feedback from the patient about the hospital. So we will start the pitch with the user able to Yaqin. So this is the coding for pitch design. Okay. As usual, we will start time. We will use the function start time and the variable in the start time function and check time. Okay, next we will go to the body of the PHP file. So this is Papa Hospital, and we have the out button, and then we have set bar in the left. So this is the feedback. Okay. First, we can search appointment ID by insert the appointment ID. So it will show us the detail for the appointment. And then first we will include the Google file, and then select queue execution if the and if the database have record, so it will show you the ID, user ID, name, and feedback. Okay, next, and it will show in the table form, and you can also view and also delete the data from the table single slide PHP file like before. So if there is no record, it will show the no record will found message, and if the MySQL have an error, so it will show the error messages. And lastly, this is the switch to my function to get the input search by the user or the person.
So this is the coding for the login page. We save it as login.php. It consists of PHP part and also HTML. So for PHP part, it is important to initialize the session by using session start, and then we also need to check whether the user is logged in by using if statement, and then it will be redirected to the welcome page if the user is already logged in. Then we include config file using require once. So this is the config coding. This is the database credentials, and it will be run in the MySQL server. And then it consists of a few if-else statements to process form data when form is submitted. And then we need to close the statement by using MySQL statement close. And then we also need to close the connection by using MySQL close link. So this PHP is important to connect the user's page with the database. And for the HTML is what we will see on the page itself. Okay, we will write inside the body. This is the two texts that user will see, and we are using form. The form include action, which will be passed to this page, PHP page, and consists of a method, which is we are using method post. There are two inputs here. The first input will be type text, name user ID, and the second input will be type password, name password. The last input will be type submit, and it contains value login. And if they don't have any account, they need to click the sign up now so that they will be redirected to the register page, which we save at register.php. And then if they want to go back, they'll be redirected to the main page.php. So this is the coding for the register page. We save it as register.php. Similar to the login page, we are using PHP and also HTML. So first you are going to start by including the config file with using require once, and then we are using if statement to process form data when form is submitted. And then to validate username, we use the if else statement, and then we need to close the statement by using MySQLi statement close. In the bracket, is the parameter. For this method, we are using request method from the server and also the post, just like login. So this is the whole statement to confirm the password. Okay, and then after that we need to close the statement. Okay, then we also need to close connection by using MySQLi close. We move on to the HTML file. So for the body, it's a little bit different from the login page coding. So we included form, and there is action and also method. We are using post, and they will be directed to this page after they have submitted the form. The first input will be type text and then user ID. The second input will be type password, name password, and they need to confirm the password. So this is the third input. Okay, so under the input they need to submit, we included a button which is type submit, and the value is submit, and also we include type reset, and the value is reset. So if they already have an account here, they need to click login here, and they'll be redirected to the login page, and they can use the system. I am Syakirah. I am going to explain more about the patient page in our system. First of all, this is the coding for our main page. Our main page consists of a HTML coding and style. From line 55 till line 65, this is the most important coding that the user will see on the page. The title of the page will be Online Appointment System, and they can see login as, and there are two buttons on the page. This is the coding for the button. For patient, this is a button for the patient, and the button will redirect the user to the login page, which is that we save as login.php. So this is the coding for the welcome page. we save it as welcome.php. It consists of a PHP section and also HTML section. And for the PHP, we will start we will initialize the session by using session start, and also we are using if statement to check if the user is logged in. And for the HTML part, it consists of a head, title, link, and the style. So there is a bit different with this page coding, which we also insert JavaScript because we want to display the time on the patient page. So we use document.getElement by ID, and also we included a function. There are two functions in the JavaScript. If I less than 10, which means that it will add 0 in front of numbers less than 10. So we need to close the JavaScript, and then this text will be on the upper part of the page, followed by reset password and logout, and also logout button on the left side of the page. So for reset password, if they click on the button, they will be redirected to the reset password.php. So this is the coding for the reset password. Reset password also contains PHP part and HTML part. So for this PHP, we initialize the session by using session start, and then if statement to check if the user is logged in, and we also include config file using decoy once, and we define variables and initialize with empty values. And this if else statement is to process form data when form is submitted. We are using a request method from the server also, and also we are using post method. So we also included a few statement, MySQL statement. So at the end, we need to close the statement using MySQL statement close, and also to close the connection, we need to close MySQL close. And then we move on to the HTML part, which consists of head, title, link, and style. So for this HTML, the very important part is the body. Okay, we need the patient to input two input for the reset button, which is type password and name new password, and the second input is type password, name confirm password, and then the last one will be input type submit, which contains value submit. If they want to cancel the reset password, they can click the cancel button and they will be redirected to the welcome.php. Okay, so there will be image which we save in the images folder. This logo.jpg is the name of the image. So these are the text that the patient can see on the web page, which is menu, book appointment, view appointment, and view feedback. So for menu, they will be redirected to the welcome.php page. For book appointment, they will be redirected to the createb.php. For view appointment, they will be redirected to the page book.php, and view feedback, they will be redirected to the feedback.php page. So we are using the link. So next, on the page, there will be text hi, followed by the name, user ID of the patient, so that they will know that they are successfully logged in to the system and they can use the system and can use these functional buttons. Welcome to our site is to show the patient that the web page is user friendly. So we use if session user ID. This is the link for the profile.php. So if the patient want to view my profile, they need to click on the view profile and it will redirect them to the profile page. So this is the coding for the profile.php. It consists of a PHP and also HTML. Okay. For the profile page, the coding starts with a PHP include config file, and we need to session start, and then we need to get the user. We are using get method because we want to display the user's details. So this is the profile data. We use fetch asop to fetch the user's data. So for the HTML, we have HTML head. This is the title of the profile. This is the style of the profiles page. And then this is the text that the user can see, which is personal information of the user ID, which is the patient. And then they can edit their profile. It will redirect them to the edit profile.php page. So it contains name, age, phone ID, email. These are the details of the patient that they can view lah. So we have a table here. We are using table. So there are four rows, and TD is the column. So this is the coding for edit profile. Starting with PHP, we initialize the session with session start. We also include config file using require once, and we use if is set get user to edit the profile of the patient. Okay, then for the HTML, and this is the title, edit profile. And then okay, so we can see here that there is update profile information text. So these are the input for the profile information of the patient, which is the first one type text name, and the second one is type text name age, and then the third one is the name is phone number and the type is text, and lastly the name is email and the type is email. So the last input will be type submit, which is named update profile, and the value is update profile. So if they want to update their profile, they will be redirected to this coding. Okay, so we are using PHP, and for the if is set, we are using post to update the profile, and then for the user we use get method. For the name we are using post method. For the age we are also using post method. Followed by phone number and email. So for update profile we also use link query, use update command, and then we go back to the welcome page. So this will be the output for the web page. They can see the location of the hospital, and they also can see the picture of the location. So that is the patient, some of the patient page coding that I will cover. Thank you.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My name is Asma Binti Fouzi. Okay, now it is my turn. I will explain about appointment page and also feedback page. Okay, first of all, we will start with session start. Okay, this could mean that we want to check if the user is logged in into the system or not. It means that user cannot access to the appointment page without login first. If they insist to access to this page, then the system will bring them to the login first. Okay, this is the HTML code for the appointment page. Okay, this is a style for this page. Okay, this is the function for clock. Then we will call the function inside the body so that we can see the clock in on this page. Okay, this is our hospital name, Tapa Hospital. And also this is the logout button, so that if we want to exit, we can click on the logout button. Okay, this is the page that have in this system. If you want to go to any page, we can be click the page. For example, want to go to the feedback page, then we can click the feedback. So the system will bring us to the feedback page. Okay, appointment. Okay, in this appointment page, it has the ad book. Okay, it means that if the user wants to create a new if the user want to create the new booking appointment, then they can simply click at the ad book, so that the system will bring them to the create new appointment page. Okay, this function is for the search box. Search for appointment ID. So we have the search box, but the user can only search for the appointment ID only. Okay, include config file. We require the config PHP. Why? Because in the config PHP, we are write the code that can help us to connect to the MySQL database. Okay, this is the SQL statement where they select all from the book app table where user ID equal to session user ID. Means that this page will only display the appointment for the current user, so that this current user cannot see the other user appointment. Okay, MySQL query is mean that I want to execute the SQL. Okay, this is the attribute that we want: appointment ID, user ID, date, department, doctor name, time slot, and also action. Okay, MySQL fetch array means that want to get the output for each row. We want to get the ID, user ID, date, DD department, D name, time. Okay, this is the attribute name that used in the database in the PHP MyAdmin. Okay, for the action, we have the read, update appointment, and delete appointment. Okay, then we close the connection. Okay, this is the search code function. Okay, this is for the appointment page. Then we will go to the create booking. Okay, same goes to the appointment page. In the create booking, we also require the config PHP because we want to connect to the database. And then define the variable and initialize with the empty value. Okay, this means that this attribute will initialize with the empty value. Okay, processing form data when the form is submitted. Validate name. So means that if no input in the user ID, then this will appear. Please enter a user ID. Same goes to the validate department, validate doctor name, and also time. It will appear. Please enter data. Please enter department. Please enter the doctor name, and please enter the time. If if there is no input in this form. Okay. Okay. Want to check the input error before inserting in database. Okay, then we prepare an insert statement, SQL statement, insert into book apps table. Yeah, we want. Okay, this is attribute. This is user ID, date, the department, the name and time with the unknown value. Okay. Okay, this statement we bind variable to the prepared statement as parameter. Okay, then we set the parameter for each attribute. Then we attempt to execute the prepared statement. So if the record created successfully, it will go to the alert box will appear, success, create a new record, and it will go to the book PHP. And if something wrong happen, the alert box of something went wrong, please try again later is appear. Okay, then we close the statement and also we close the connection. Okay, this is the HTML code for create a new appointment. Okay, this is the style or CSS. Okay, this is the code to display. To display the doctor. You can see later. Okay, as usual, there is a function for the clock, and then we will call the function for the clock, and it will appear in our page. Okay, display doctor. Okay, for your information, in this page, the user is required to enter the doctor name and also department that they want to go. So, to make it easy, we are prepared to them the department and the doctor that work in that department. So, in the display doctor button, when the user click at the display doctor, the doctor name and the doctor name and the department will appear. Okay, this is we want to link to the database. Okay, first MySQL connect, then we check the connection. Okay, this is the SQL statement. Want to select the D name and also D department, where the D name refers to the doctor name and D department refer to department from doctor. Then row fetch sort we want to get the output data of each row. Then we close the connection. Okay, this is form that the user must to fill the data. The user must to enter the user ID, enter the date that they want the appointment happen, or enter the department that they want to go, and they must to enter the doctor name that they want, but they must to make sure that the doctor work in that department that they want. time slot. Okay, for information, we have three. The appointment will happen at the 8 in the morning, 11 a.m. and 2:15 p.m. Okay, after that, the user can click the submit. Then all this process we execute, or not, they can simply click the cancel button. So the system will go to the book.php back. Okay, now I will explain about update. Okay, first of all, as usual, we need the config file. Then we define the variable and initialize with the empty value. When the when the form is submitted, then this process will execute. If the user do not enter the user ID, then the please enter user ID will appear. Same goes to the date, department, doctor name, and also time. Okay, check the input error before inserting in database. We prepare an update statement where update book apps table, set user ID equal to unknown, date, department, the name, time, and where the ID equal to unknown value and unknown ID. Then we bind variable to the prepare statement as parameter. Then we set the parameter. Then this to execute the prepare statement. Record update successful, then it will appear as update success. If not, that something went wrong, please try again later. Okay, now go to check the existing of ID parameter before processing further. Okay, if the iSet get ID or not empty trim get ID, then we get the URM parameter. Okay, this is we prepare a select statement. Select from book apps where ID equal to unknown. Okay, this happen because we want to retrieve the individual field value, so that in the form they already have the value. The user just need to update the certain thing, not all. Okay, if the URL doesn't contain the value ID, then error will come out. Okay, this is the HTML code for the update appointment page. Okay, this is the style or CSS for the update appointment. Okay, we go to okay, this is the function for clock. Okay, we call the function of clock, so that this page so that the clock will appear in this page. Okay, this is our logo. Then in this page, they are still have the display doctor, because when the user update, they need to know the doctor name and also he or her department, because maybe the user want to change the department, maybe, so they need to know the doctor that work in that department. Okay, this is the update appointment. They has a user ID, date, department, doctor name and time. It depends on the user which part that they want to update. Okay, when the user click the submit button, then if the user click cancel, then the system will go to boot.php. Okay, now we go to the delete. Okay, now we go to the delete page. Okay, first process delete operation after confirmation. If I set post ID and it's not empty, then this process delete operation will execute. Okay, as usual, we need the config file, config.php, and this is the SQL statement for delete from book apps table where ID equal to unknown. Then we bind variable to the prepared statement as parameter. We set the parameter ID. Then attempt to execute the prepared statement. So mean that if the record deleted successfully, then the alert box with the record had deleted will appear, and it will go to the book.php. If not, the alert box with something went wrong, please try again later will appear. Then we close the statement, and we close the connection. Then we check the existing of ID parameter. If the URL doesn't contain ID parameter, it will redirect to the error page, which is error p.php, and the alert box will appear with error. Okay, this is the HTML code for delete booking. As usual, we insert the function for clock start, which is a start time. Then this is the delete booking form. It will ask, are you sure you want to delete this record? Then if we click the yes, then it will submit. Then the process of delete will happen, but if the user click no, then it will go back to boot.php. Okay, then right now we go to the read booking. Okay, first we check existence of ID parameter before process further. We check set get ID and not empty get ID. Okay, then we include the config file. Then we prepare a select statement. Select all from the book app where ID equal to unknown. Then we bind variable to the prepared statement as parameter. We set the parameter trim ID and attempt to execute the prepared statement. Okay, this is we want to retrieve the individual field value. But if the URL doesn't contain valid ID parameter, it will go to the error B. Okay, we close the statement and we close the connection. Okay, this is the HTML code for the view booking user. Okay, we go direct to the view booking user. then it will view the user ID. We cannot write anything because there is no word input here, so it only will view the user ID, view the date, department, doctor name, time slot, and that's all. So if we click the button back, it will back to boot.php. Okay, now we go to the feedback. Okay, this is the feedback page. Okay, first we start with session start. Then we check if the user is logged in or not. If the user is not logged in, then they can't access to this feedback page. They need to log in first in order them to access to this page. Okay, then this is PHP code to insert data into MySQL database from input text. If the user click submit button, then this process will execute. As usual, we need the config file because we need to connect to the database to get a value from input text and number. Okay, MySQL query to insert data. Okay, SQL insert into feedback. There are user ID, name, and also feedback. Okay, MySQL query to execute the query. So the result, if the feedback successfully, so the alert box will appear with feedback had sent. If the feedback not success, then the alert box will appear with feedback had not sent. So then we close the MySQL. Okay. Okay, this is a HTML code for the feedback page. As usual, this is a style for this page. Then okay, we insert the function clock. Then this is our hospital name, their log out button. Then we also have our logo hospital. Okay, this is display doctor. As we know that in the feedback, the user need to enter feedback, and the feedback enter based on the service that be given by the doctor. So they also need to enter the doctor name. Okay, we go straight forward to the feedback form. Okay, the user must to enter the user ID and appointment ID, doctor name, and feedback. So if the user click the submit button, then the process to input the data in the feedback table will happen. Okay, that's all for me. Thank you.
Okay, now I will show you how to log in into admin. First, we have to choose admin. To click on admin button. Then input the user ID and user password. Sure, okay. And alright, this means that we are successful to in the main page. Okay. After we successful to log into admin main page, okay, as we can see in the main page, we have this button to and view this. So we have the number, the email, the address, and we also have logout button in the admin main page for admin page doctor. Alright, then submit. Alright, so this will show the list and
Okay, this is a view patient page for admin. Okay, in this page there are two actions, either view record and also delete record. Okay, for view record, the admin can view the record but cannot update it or edit it. Okay, for the delete, okay, we will delete the okay, we delete. Okay, for viewing booking, okay, you can see that this is view booking for all the patient that are signed in this hospital. Okay, search for appointment ID. We can see, we search see 13, 12, 1. Okay, if 11, they have no appointment ID for 11. Okay, the same thing for view booking. We have we have action view record and also delete record. For view record, we can either edit it or update it. Cannot, and we can delete. Okay, we can okay, now view feedback. Okay, for the view feedback page, we can see this is the feedback that given by the patient after they receive the treatment from this hospital. So they will rate the doctor how good the service that the doctor give to them. Okay, it's the same thing. We can view the record and also delete the record. Okay, that's all. Then we look up.
alright, right now we will continue with the registration for patient. For first, we have to click on patient. After that, we will be redirected to the patient login. Okay, for new patient, we have to register the patient first by clicking here, sign up now. Then we'll be redirected to registration page. Then we have to fill all the form. So sign up. Just put whatever your user ID. For example, I know. Just put your password. As above. So now we have to submit. After we submit, we will be direct to login page.
so that we can log in into the patient system. So right now, okay, enter the user ID and password that you have been entered before in the registration form. So click login, then you will be redirected to the main page for patient system. So now we can view our profile here by clicking here, and then we can edit our user detail by clicking on edit profile, because here as you can see there is no name, phone number, phone number, email, so we have to click so the hospital have our data. So put your name, then age, phone number, and email. And update profile. Okay. Then we can also set our password here by click on reset password. Then we have to enter our new password. Yes, okay, our new password. Put the same thing. So so we can reset our password, and then we will be redirected to the login page so that we can test our password whether change or not. Okay, so put our user ID and password. Use the new password because we already update or reset the password. And yeah, we're successfully to log in into the system by using the new password. So here as we can see, this is the main page for the patient, and we have the appointment, view feedback, and also view profile. We can also close this menu, and we have out and reset password, and also we have the map of the hospital, and you can click on here to view the direction to go to the hospital.
Okay, this is view appointment page. This is where we view the appointment that has been booking. Okay, since Ainol is the new user, so she doesn't book any appointment yet. So we can help her by creating we can see the doctor. Okay, this is where we can see the doctor, department, and also the name. So want to choose the cardiology, so the doctor for cardiology is Dr. Anis. So cardiology, then we change Anis. Okay, the time slot we want to put 8 AM, then we submit. See, this is the appointment that has been booking by Ainol. Okay, then we can view the record. See, we can update or edit the booking. We can update the record. Okay, want to change the date, maybe want to put the 29. Okay, department stay the same, cardiology, Dr. Anis, and also time maybe 2:15 p.m. then submit. Okay, see, we also can delete, but see we want to feedback, so let's okay, the feedback. Okay, this is where the user will give the feedback to the doctor that have treated them. So you can see, okay, Ainol, the appointment ID is 15. Okay, please click on display doctor. If you can't remember doctor, display. Okay, Dr. Anis. So Dr. Anis. Okay, interview feedback. Okay, I want to put excellent. Okay, then submit. See, feedback had sent. Okay, then we log out. Okay, that's all for me. Thank you and Assalamualaikum.